gentleman who partnered with me to do this. We just felt like we wanted to do something to be a ministry to the church. We didn't have any idea what that would be. So we spent months just praying. I started interviewing pastors and worship pastors, feeling like worship would be the direction, given my history as a worship leader. And just through praying, I started reading a lot of books, a lot of articles on the church and the state of the church. And became real burdened with just where we are as far as our lack of reaching people with the gospel. The fact that thousands of churches are closing their doors every year, 3,500 to 4,000 churches every year. I decided all the problems that churches are facing in that arena are really just a symptom of a much greater problem. If you read these articles about we're not reaching people, so well, we need a better program for reaching lost people, a better program for getting God's people to want to go evangelize. And if you read the Bible, they never said, okay, now you've got to really go reach the lost people. In fact, if you read Acts, it was like they accidentally reached the lost people. They were so passionate about God, so passionate about the gospel, and love with God and pursuing God, that the overflow of that was that lost people were being saved every day. Jesus made a promise, and this is in different forms throughout the Scripture, but He said, follow me and I'll make you fishers of men. If you literally translate the words there for follow me, it could be translated follow to me, which is a different picture than just, hey, follow me, I'll make you fishers of men. I think we get this concept of, okay, I'm going to follow Jesus now, I'm grabbing hold of this huge mission, we're going to go win the world for Christ, we're going to attack hell with a squirt gun, but we got this huge thing we're doing, we're working for God now. Wow. When the message was really, follow to me. That's a different picture than the first one. It's follow me to me. It's like, here is your mission. Pursue me with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength, the great commandment. This is what you focus on. And then the promise is, here's what I'll do. If you follow me, I will make you fishers of men. It's like He says, here's your responsibility, and here is my responsibility. Now, God is not going to fall short on His responsibility. So if we're not reaching the lost people, His responsibility was to make us fishers of men. He's going to do that if we're following through with, follow me to me. And I compare it, maybe a simple illustration, which is a biblical one, is Martha and Mary. Jesus is in Martha's house, and Martha's all excited. This is a great thing. So Martha is working really hard to get all the stuff ready for Jesus being there, and then Mary is sitting at Jesus' feet just listening to Him talk. And the church, I believe right now in our day, is a Martha church for the most part. With this thought, I compare the two places as, number one, with Martha, God was in her house, okay? With Mary, she was at Jesus' feet. The whole mindset from God is in my house to sitting at the feet of Christ are totally two different mindsets. You operate differently when you're in either one of those places. And I thought that God is in my house, well, that seems like a really great thing. I mean, it's a good thing for God to be in your house, and you get so busy with God is in my house, you even see the evidence of God being in your house, from Bible studies in the church to prayer to we're doing mission trips, and you see the evidence of God being in your house. The only problem is, it said, when Martha got upset about Mary sitting at Jesus' feet, Jesus said, you are distracted with all these things that have to be done. And what are you distracted from? He says, well, Mary has chosen the most important thing. I call this person who has God in the house a doing follower. It means it's about what we're doing for Christ. I'm following Jesus. I'm on board with this mission. And I call the people whose whole role in life is to sit at the feet of Christ a being worshiper. Because here it's not about what you're doing, it's about who you are. My heart, mind, soul, and strength is sitting at the feet of Christ. If you're living here, God could go out the back door and you'd never know it because you're so busy with what you're doing. And I believe in many churches that's happened. And I don't say that arrogantly. I say that with a broken heart. But over here, it doesn't matter where your house is or even if you have a house. It's wherever God is, there you are. If your whole mindset is to sit at the feet of Christ. And so what I did to look at the purpose of the church differently, coming from the angle that worship is the purpose of the church, is to kind of define worship with 4 cornerstones, which I call the cornerstones of worship. First is seeking God. Second is cherishing God. third is glorifying God, and fourth is proclaiming God. Because a heart that's full-blown after Christ naturally is proclaiming His glory to the world.